Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday and another episode of Ken versus 10. And today, look right over
Hey,
here.
everybody.
Look right over here. I've got Brian from Jack's Treasures. I wanted to get Tracy, but I'll settle. I'll settle.
I'm always playing
So,
second fiddle to Tracy. I love it.
so how are you? We're just hanging out for a little bit here, waiting for some folks to jump into the show. So how you doing, my
Yeah,
friend?
yeah. It's gonna be epic. What is up, Susan? How are you? Always, I always,
Susan
I always
is
love
here.
when Susan pops in the show. Being a former teacher and her being a teacher, it always like warms my heart.
Yes.
I do have a
Yes.
heart, Ken. Yes,
And
I do.
we haven't interacted that much. What's up, Susan? Oh, Susan, I need to get a hold of your brother-in-law. I have a question for him. So, Judy's husband. Just sorry, little family stuff there.
I'm not privy to
So,
the family stuff, I guess.
we oh, and there is my niece. Oh, my
That's
niece
your niece,
Aspen.
Aspen.
She is here. She is actually homesick from school. She was not
Oh,
feeling good today. Uh oh, there
well,
you
I
go.
hope you feel better.
We need to get a family meeting going here. Um so uh Brian, while people are jumping in the room here, I'll give you because I do have some watchability. People come back in and check out the show afterwards. And so
Yeah.
tell us, for anybody that wouldn't know, tell us who you are, what you do, and we'll get this thing rocking.
Well, I am Brian, one half of Jack's Treasures, the better half of Jack's Treasures, if you will, because I don't think Tracy's in the room yet. We are resellers. We resell on Whatnot mostly, but I do have eBay accounts. We're under Jack's Treasures on all of that. We are on Instagram on Jack's Treasure Troves, and we are going to be launching a new podcast. We do YouTube videos now, but we're going to be doing a podcast pretty soon on live selling on like Whatnot and Jamble, the District, all of those sites. So we're going to be focusing on the
Yeah.
live selling versus static selling. So it's something super excited. Actually, the whole idea came from that guy, right there. He's the one who gave me
Hey.
that idea. I did
Hey.
not steal it,
How about that?
even though I'm accused of stealing a lot of things. I'm accused of stealing a lot of
Every
things.
good idea
I did
I've
not steal
had.
that one. Uh, and I plead the fifth to Jack and Cheese. I plead the fifth to Jack and Cheese.
It's not as good as the real thing. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit here in a little while about your upcoming like exciting stuff on your channel. You kind of jumped ahead there about your new podcast, but we're going to talk
Well, I
about
just
that
wanted to
here in a
give
little
people a
bit.
reason to stay on.
Oh yeah, teaser. You got to tease them. That's it. You got to tease the
Yeah,
folks. Let
yeah.
them.
I got to give them that clickbait if I can refer to that.
You can. Yes.
And
Uh,
I
sh-
do have an
sh-
epic. I'm putting my undefeated streak on the line in my graphic T
well,
battles versus, yeah, you guessed it. Okay, SSK promo on this Friday at 7 o'clock. It'll be on my channel, but definitely you can. I think Ken has a preview show where he's going to try to bring people in and get his crowd in there. And he's going to try to take away my undefeated streak.
and and I got to tell you, I want to tell you folks first, right as we start here. Brian does not take direction well because previous to going on the air, I said,
I forgot.
these are kind of the topics that I want to talk about, and we're going to kind of go in this little bit of an order. And he's blown through the whole list already. We're not even started. There's like 6 people
Well, I
here,
did just
and he's
turn
blown.
60, so I forget a lot.
And there is Breakdance Judy. Hey, you two flim flammers. And man, my
Hello,
mother's talking
breakdancing
smack in the
Judy.
chat already. Um, and here Grams of Pops Corey checking in. Can you tell us why live selling is the worst way to sell? We might touch on that. We might touch on
I think I might have
what.
my one of my first guests just popped in over there. That would be Corey to try to derail the podcast.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he is good at that. Oh, but you know what?
not as good as
Susan is
Jack's
here.
Treasures. We're known for killing podcasts.
Yeah, at least one. At least one. Oh, Brian. Oh, and Ken too. Jill is here.
Hello,
Kitcherka
Jill.
25, who is actually well, when we talk about the t-shirt battle, we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But first and foremost, we got to know, Susan, what are you having for lunch today? What is Susan? Always the start, always the you can't get the show really going without finding out what Susan is having for lunch today.
One of my favorite parts of
Everybody's
the
saying
whole show of Ken versus 10.
yes, is what Susan having for lunch. And then pretty
Yeah.
much the show just stops, comes to a halt until we find out because we need to know. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for lunch today. I got a busy day. I'm going to try to get this show done fairly quickly, or not ramble on, I guess, later as the show gets done. But we're going to follow along with the chat. We're going to see what's fun, but I got some stuff to do right after that. Okay, Susan is having Jimmy Dean biscuits and biscuits and gravy breakfast bowl, apple slices and yogurt. You know what? I'm seeing a reoccurring theme here. Each week, Susan has like a main course and then apple slices and yogurt. Now, Susan, are you mixing these apple slices and the yogurt, or are they just like separate? Oh, Aspen checking in. She's having ramen noodles with peanut butter with Zenders. Yeah, Zenders is a spice. They're like a spice company, and they make different spices, but Zenders, they have like a chicken bouillon, sort of like a spice, and you know, make up a big dish of ramen and put that in there, and gives it a more chickeny flavor. That's an ambitious goal getter, considering, yes, and you're one of your first guests on your show. Very ambitious. Got to have my apple slices and yogurt. I dip my apple slices in the yogurt. There you go. Little fruit and yogurt. Keep you regular. You know, they say an apple a day keeps a doctor away. And I think is that because like the apple goes through you and kind of helps clean you out? Is that why? Because, you know, it's always good to have, you know, your daily constitution, I guess we'll say it that way.
Man, this show has really gone down the crapper pretty fast.
Yeah. I get it. Oh, maybe I missed the point. Jill understood what Corey meant. See, I forget what we already said in the show. But anyway,
I was going to have Corey on as a guest.
Yes. Okay, let me get my thoughts. So, Brian, you are here for a reason, and I'm going to put over here in the chat. Where's that? I'm going to pin that. That is a link to Brian's channel, Jack's Treasures, on Whatnot.
We got to get it right. To my Victory Friday.
To his t-shirt battle. If you don't follow the link, I did throw up here this very cool, that is the graphic tee battle. Notice Brian gets to be King or Godzilla. Brian gets to be Godzilla. Of course. And then I'm King Kong over here, so I'm gonna definitely take him take him. I mean, there's no battle. Godzilla versus King Kong. King Kong. Well, I don't know. Godzilla can breathe like fire, so I'm not sure who
Exactly.
would really win that.
Yeah, yeah.
But so hit that link, follow. But we are having now. You started this year. You're doing one every month, a graphic
Yes.
T-shirt battle against other um you or whatnot sellers,
Correct.
and you are currently undefeated. You took on Lauren and Josiah over at Homeschool Mama
Yes.
as the first one. And
Yep.
it came down to the last shirt. Came down to the last shirt in the
I,
show.
I I don't remember the statistics of when we actually won. I thought it
Okay.
was the eighth shirt because we battled the 15th, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I know it
Yeah.
was a victory, and that made me undefeated. I don't
Yes.
recall ever losing any graphic tee battles that I've had. I'm pretty sure I'm the graphic tee battle king. That
Okay. You got
there's my moniker, my new moniker, graphic
well,
tee battle king.
I could probably go back and find a couple that you might have lost. Now I know you're undefeated in the I know you're defeated in the plush category.
I don't
How
recall
many
that.
battles have we had? Have we just had just the one plush battle?
Yeah, just the one. Every time I challenge you, you don't you don't accept.
Oh, I accept all challenges. Okay. Shall I summon
Oh no,
Ryan
you should
and then
not summon Ryan.
saying, oh, and so
Hey, Joe.
That's Jack's treasures in there. So that must be Tracy. See, even Tracy's digging on you. What about Nikki?
Yeah. Look, we know what happened on that one. So Tracy, don't even go there with that. Okay. I lost to a Walmart shirt that glowed in the dark. Okay. With my banger shirt. I don't want it. That was a win all the way.
Corey says poor recall doesn't get you the crown.
Well,
But
Corey,
yeah,
I
so
have challenged you to a graphic t-shirt battle also.
let's see if yeah, because Graham's Pops are now selling on Whatnot.
Happily.
Yes. Oh yeah, they're so ecstatic and excited about selling on Whatnot they can hardly contain themselves. They're scheduling
Right.
shows like crazy. So yes, I'm super excited. So when Brian first put out there that he was going to start doing these, I think it was like towards the end of last year in December, you started pitching, hey, every month you're going to do a graphic t-shirt battle on your show.
Yeah.
Gonna have to, I'm like, sign me up because I need a victory. I need a victory early in the year. And to get things off and running for 2025. And so I
Yeah,
accepted the
we announced
challenge.
it on Taco Time with Jack's Treasures, which that's only community show that we do on Whatnot. We do it on the
Yeah.
last day of the month, so we actually will be doing Taco Time Talk with Jack's Treasures before the graphic tee battle on that Friday because that's the 28th, and then
Okay.
we'll talk about who I have lined up for March, and I think I have somebody for April. We are looking for May. Somebody that wants to battle in May. So if you want to do a graphic tee battle with us in May, just reach out on either Instagram, Jack's Treasure Troves, or Whatnot, or put it in the
Yes.
comments.
Yes. And so see who else is going to beat Brian. Well, I'll be the first victory of the year. And then you like to reset like each month and say that you're undefeated. So
Hey, don't give away my secrets of why I do it on the last days of the
month. And there is our good friend Roman Adventures. I love it when Brian stands in the rain outside and Tracy is recording him. He is such a nice gentleman. What is up, Roman?
Roman, you are
Good
the best. He watches our videos. Might be the only one. And comments on our videos. It is amazing.
Oh, a Roman comment is always a highlight of any video that's out there. For sure. So we've got okay. Jill and I last Friday when
Ken,
she
I
was
gotta ask a
over.
question. Am I
Yes,
lagging?
a little bit every
Am I
now and then.
lagging?
Every now and then.
Okay, because I've noticed that for me, I've seen you lagging a couple of times too, and I just wanted to see if it was just maybe my connection or something.
Yeah, I think it's. I noticed that when we first started that it was a little bit like jerky every now and then.
Okay.
There you go, Corey and Teresa. Go read my comment from your video today. Yeah, Grams of Pop's new video out today about zigging and zagging. When stuff isn't zigging, you got to start zagging. So go
Yeah.
check that out. Uh, Aspen says that you look blurry compared to you. No, that's just his natural complexion, Aspen. Brian is a lot older than I am, and so he's kind of degraded over the years, and it's showing up. You know, when he gets here in good lighting, you know, everything shows up.
Yeah, I could bring my lighting a little bit closer if you want, Aspen. I just don't want to scare people. I did that when I was a teacher, so I try not to scare people with how I look.
uh, I hear you live. So Tracy is in the other room. I hear you live through the door like 3 seconds before through my headphones. Brian won't use his good camera. Why not, Brian?
It keeps going in and out of focus, and it drives me nuts. Remember,
Oh,
I had
that's
talked
right.
about that when Ken and I did a test video, and it
Yeah.
kept going in and out of focus. And I got to get a better camera. I'm very cheap.
You haven't found one in one of these storage units yet that you've.
We found thousands of them, but we've gotten rid of them all because we didn't know we were going to be doing a podcast. So you know
Oh,
how it
okay.
is,
Well,
is you get rid of something all the way up until you need it. I remember I sold something on Whatnot, and like very next day or 2 days after I shipped it, I needed it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got to go
yes.
buy one."
That's what I was watching Paul Philly Flipper yesterday, and he was doing a storage unit
Thank you,
like
Ryan.
unboxing out in the garage, and his connection wasn't that great. But like, and it was like going in and I kept having to switch it. But like 2 items before that, he had sold a good brand, like a Linksys like range extender for your Wi-Fi. I'm like,
Mhm.
you know, you're allowed to keep some of that stuff. And uh
Yeah, we have one.
and
We have a really really good one that's right by the modem.
yeah, so you need to get that out closer. There's Chris, Cajun reseller, very cheap, but spends tons of money on storage units. Oh, but that money comes back. And yeah, and here Roman for sure. Brian, it's a nice thing you guys doing charity for former military. Yes, definitely
Yeah, thank
100%.
you.
That's your last year when you did the Veterans Day show, your raid train was just
Only one I do.
epic and lots of great stories from everybody. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
That's
now
the only raid train that I'll do.
we did one raid train last year that we're going to do again this year, the Christmas in July, being the seasonal Santa. And I have big announcement about that as we get closer. As we get closer, um, it's so we got that coming up. So does the camera after like 10 years of YouTube pennies. Yeah. So yeah, keep the camera next time, Brian. Keep the good one that you find. Try them out.
Yeah, I
Get good.
need one.
So anyway, we're here to talk about the t-shirt battle. We've already been talking about. We already talked about how Brian's going to lose. He's going to be embarrassed. He'll probably quit Whatnot. So follow all of his
Oh,
shows coming up until Friday. Go watch
should
the
I say
Taco
now
Time
that
show
this will be
first.
my last episode of Ken versus 10 after my huge victory on Friday?
Oh no, I will always have, a guest back later on. Yeah, I'm not but if you're even still around, I mean, well, after you lose, it'll be you might just have to cower away in embarrassment.
Oh, Corey,
Yes,
Corey,
Chris
Corey.
is selling. No, I did not. I want. Oh, we'll talk about that, Jill. I'll talk about that after we talk about the battle. Raid train sounds like a roach orgy. Is that a live selling term?
I think I'm going to
No,
go
no.
live at Planes to
That.
Profit on Whatnot. I'll do a community show.
Oh, do it. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Get to see everybody, do some interviews. Is there a way to beat Brian but not Tracy? Well, I'll tell you what, because I think what we're going to implement, we got Brian and we're talking
Yeah.
trash, against one another, but our better halves, our superior halves, the halves that make us, Tracy and Jill, will also
Yeah.
be there participating. And Jill, you're going to have to buck up here a little bit. Tracy is formidable, but I know Jill. She can talk the trash like nobody's business. But we're going to have Tracy and Jill run some stuff against one another.
So you want
We'll
to have
see
a
what
cat
happens.
fight on Whatnot?
I do. We might, Brian, you and I just might sit back and watch the fun.
Yep.
Yeah, you go live and sell your swag bag. Man, I hear tell. I'm not a spoiler by any means, but I hear tell that the swag bags at the Planes to Profit, they are top notch.
I know Tracy and I have spent a bundle on them.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, to put stuff in the swag bags.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We're not spoiling that. The problem is, and that's only like a month. It's like at the end of this month, like this weekend is March 1st. And then there's what, 20 some days left. There's like 30 days left till the Planes to Profit meetup.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that a lot.
Jill can't with Tracy, just with Brian. See? Brian, you're an easy target. Okay, so what we thought we would do too, what we thought we would do is just kind of preview a little bit. We got to cut. We brought what, 1 or 2 shirts that we are going to run, or at least in the arsenal. Yeah, I couldn't put my rack in here behind me, but last Friday, Jill and I, when she was here, we went through maybe a quarter of the shirts that we have, because we have so many graphic tees. We're going to continue to do graphic tee shows just because now that we're getting them all out and looking through them, we start running some of that stuff. But we brought just a couple of shirts. Now these are, we did our, the battle format. Let's talk about that a little bit. We will be running 15 shirts. It is the first to 8 wins.
Yeah, we're going to run 15 shirts.
Regardless, we're going to run 15, but the first to 8 wins. So we're going to go ahead and let Brian run his extra 7 shirts after it becomes an 8-0 victory for me straight out. Ken, my rack is too big. That's what she said. It is
okay. Now that you stole from me.
Brian and Tracy's Planes to Profit sticker is top notch. Oh, there you go. Aspen's going to make mac and cheese instead to honor me. I appreciate that.
That is awesome.
Aspen knows. So we are going to be running the 15 shirts. We are running to give a variety and something for everybody. We'll run 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 large, 2 extra large, and then 2X plus.
Correct.
And then so that makes up 10 shirts in those 5 categories. And then we get 5 wild cards, which will be any size, any shirt that you want. They will be winner runs their next shirt first. Right.
Now, also, the losing shirt does not get run.
Yes.
Only the winning shirt will get sent out. That's it.
So
So
when you
there will be 2
see,
banger shirts put up, but the
oh yeah,
winning shirt, my shirt, will be the one that gets shipped out. Ken doesn't have to ship out his shirt. He keeps his
yeah,
shirt. Okay.
I keep my
And so
shirt.
I'll mail out all of the shirts, all 15 of the shirts. I'm even going to just say all 15. I'll mail them all out. Ken won't have to do any of the mailing. So it makes it easier that way. You know you're going to get it because we're Jack's
Yes,
Treasures, obviously. And then the losing shirt does not get run. Ken can run them later.
exactly. And and then we are also just to make things fair and stuff for everybody, it's a 50-50 split that we're
Correct.
doing. Whether
Yes.
Brian's shirt sells or my, so there's a lot of bragging rights.
Yeah.
We're hoping to build the bids. I know the bids are going to build because
Yeah, the bills are getting it built up too. Yeah.
Yes.
I
The
agree with
bids
that.
are
That
going
stuff, yeah.
to go up because we've got some banger, and the ones that I brought here, I didn't want to bring out the super fire on this show. However, I do have one that I think is super fire.
We did have one other rule too, is that we don't want
Yes.
to. We're not allowed vintage. Now, if it's an accidental vintage, that's one thing. But if you blatantly know you have a single stitch shirt from, the concert shirt from the 1970s, I don't want to run that one in a graphic tee battle.
So yeah, that's true. That's true. But we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. If nothing else, Friday evening, the show is at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Yeah. The show is at, what's up, Raz? Or as one song says, one size matters after all. The show is at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Is it 6 p.m. or 7?
7. Oh, I'm sorry. It is. Thank you.
Yeah, 7.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern time.
6 Central.
6 Central. Yes. Okay. Thank you for correcting me that. I'd have showed up an hour early. I'd have been on there. Man, you know what? Actually, I need to reschedule my show because I think, let me look right now. Brian, talk to the people while I'm checking this out.
Well, while Ken is doing that, I'm going to show you one of the shirts that we may or may not be running. This is Chucky. Look at the shirt on that. That's embroidered, sewn on. Then look at the back. Look at the back of that.
Oh,
it
that is
says,
sweet.
Sorry, Jack. That's one of the shirts right there. And how about the fact that it is also new? It's also a new shirt right there.
Brand new.
These are the type. This is the type of shirt right here we're going to be bringing to the battle right here. Like Chucky, this was inspired by Corey from Grams and Pops Vintage.
Okay. How is that?
So that's one of the shirts. Not that I'm pandering to Corey, because I knew that this was his size or any of that, because I would never pander to a particular seller or buyer. Okay. But that's one shirt that we have for the battle right there.
That's definitely a Roman shirt. Yeah, the size.
It's going to be your size, Corey. I can promise you that.
Roman, we'll just go 1 million. We'll go 1 million to Roman, not 5. We're not going to gouge our friends. Not going to gouge our friends.
I would never do that.
This coming from a guy with an avatar from my favorite video, loosely translated, big boobs. Oh, I should have bought. I have is it an XL? Damn it. What is up, Mark Turner Production? What is up, Mark? Carolyn loves her Five Nights at Freddy's hoodie.
Oh, that is awesome. I am so glad.
That she got from Jack. See, that's the kind of quality stuff that they're bringing over there. Five Nights at Freddy's, Chucky, that sort of stuff. Well, let me see. I just have a couple again. I didn't pull. I'm gonna pull this one just because I think that it is cool. Now this is we can do, as long as it's t-shirt, we can do like long sleeve, short sleeve, whatever that works out, right?
Yeah, as long as it's graphic
graphic tee.
or
Okay.
even upcycled.
This is oh yeah, like Brian tried to upcycle a shirt in a graphic tee battle where he taped like a PlayStation or what was it? What'd you do?
Would I ever do anything like that? Me tape anything or try to upcycle a shirt like that
The
with a lounge
Silver
fly?
Surfer.
Would I ever do anything like that? I mean, come on, Ken. This is how the shirt is. I mean, you're talking about Silver Surfer's amazing, and just because it happens to have a lounge fly attached to the back, that is new with the tags, by the way, and metal tag right there, and X-Men. I don't know. I would never do anything like this right here. Not Jack's Treasures. Not just to win a friendly competition.
Did you hear that, folks? It just so happens to have a Loungefly X-Men bag on the back. Brian's I love you, man. You're just
love you too, bro.
well, man, you're showing Chucky, you're showing Loungefly on Silver Surfer, but I'm gonna bring this one here just because this is a long sleeve, but this is Disney. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That is a Disney established 1977. But look at this shirt.
Oh, that's fire. Oh my gosh. Okay.
With the thing, and then on the back hit.
Wow.
I don't know if those colors are showing how much they pop.
Are those stitched?
Disney.
They
are stitched. It's like stitched, like raised. Raised on there. It's this is just an absolute, the sleeves. This is just an absolute fire shirt for Disney fans.
Definitely
not Disney sellers. Yes, your mother would love that so much.
Oh, Aspen, there was a rule that we said that no relatives could buy.
All right, can we then move the show to like maybe October or something until I can gain some more follow? No,
I'm just kidding. Aspen, everybody your mom is more than welcome to bid. I'm just teasing.
Okay, weapons loading in Ohio presently. Denizen, yeah, Brian's putting backpacks on his shirts.
I said I was just teasing.
No, yeah, anybody can buy.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to come. Yes, everybody to come in and buy. And what makes any sort of a battle, graphic tee, plush, anything that you're doing is we both have very great supporters of our channels and of our shows. And I encourage people to buy if they really want the shirt. If they want the shirt, don't buy to jade the end. I mean, I'm going to win anyway. So
unless you're doing really that to help me, then you can do that. If you're buying just because you want me to win, yeah, definitely do that. Okay, that's more than acceptable.
So Brian, did you show you showed your one? Oh, this is just a fun shirt that I pulled off the rack. Now there again, the way that Jill and I did it, we have all of our sizes: medium, large, extra large. All of the 5 categories plus our wild cards.
Right.
And we actually pulled 4 shirts for each category, even though that we're only running 2, so that we can gauge, we can read the crowd, we can
zig and zag.
What's going on. We can zig and zag. There you go. Perfect callback. Right. And only Brian can bid. That's it. Just Brian. So
Brian
even if Brian bidding, he's gonna find my shirts to be so cool. He's like, okay, I'm buying Ken's shirt. But this was just a fun shirt. This is for people that are conscious about the environment. It is a, oh, I didn't say what size that one. This is a size large. This Disney is a 2XL, is a 2XL size shirt. But people
All right,
that are,
Tracy, you did get that. The Disney's a 2XL, so we got to make sure that we have a good 2XL to beat the Disney one.
yes. And that's not even our best 2XL, Brian. I'm telling you. So I pulled off the rack, just a few shirts, some couple of things that were fun. But some people like the earth and to be environmentally conscious. So I got this fun shirt right here. It's got the earth on it right there. And it says, keep the earth clean. It's not Uranus. Keep the earth clean. It's not Uranus. And don't get me started about Brian and his anus.
Yeah, okay. You bring that one up and then mention my name right after Uranus. I love it.
So, that's just
Thank you very much for that, Ken.
That's just a fun shirt that we brought. And so did you have any others that you want to show? I know I told you just to bring like a couple and we would kind of do a little bit of a preview. I've already got.
Now, we got another one right here for the anime folk. It's Goku right here.
Okay.
And it's color changing shirt. I got to figure out my camera thing. Color changing shirt. This is Dragon Ball Z, brand new with the tags. Okay. Just an awesome, awesome shirt. That's a size 2XL. So there's my 2XL right there.
Okay. That is sweet. Color changing.
Go ahead.
Color changing. How does it, what makes it change colors? Like heat from your body, or is it like an iridescent sort of thing?
I think it would be dye. Like if you put spray paint on it, it will change the color. I don't know. I just sell this stuff, Ken. I don't know the answers. But that's our first merch shirt.
The Raz saying, my late wife had the special order of bikini tops. The bottom half was always in stock, but the tops were always smaller than her size.
Oh,
interesting. That's she sounds to have been well endowed, perhaps. Yeah, like the old hypercolor shirts. Okay. Brian don't have a clue what he's talking about half the time. You guys got to go watch
college.
Go watch one of Brian's Whatnot shows. If you're in here and you're not watching,
that's why I really need them.
He's been they've been doing those storage unit things, and just the way that he explains stuff is not even what the item is. I've seen that wooden proctology tool that you had the other day.
I didn't know what it was. What's
need to know your
I know
product,
somebody wants
man.
it. It did sell. It eventually sold. I ran it like twice, I think. The first time I ran for $1 and nobody bought it. And then I mentioned it when I had some more people in the room and people were bidding. Yeah. So I brought it back out. I knew it wasn't a proctology tool. I knew that.
Yeah. It's just fun. It's just fun. And to watch the chat and what Brian is a marketer at heart. Brian is Brian is why they have the false advertising rules like in place, or laws about bait and switch. But
yeah.
So we have some fun.
I mean, to me, that's like the best part of live selling. To me, is just coming up with a story for that item. Okay.
Yes.
You are not running Dropkick Murphy. I will say that now. No, Dropkick Murphy is off the table because I cannot bid. You can run that in one of your shows, and I'll buy that.
What size are you, Brian? Let's see. This one might not even.
I'll fit in it. I got scissors and a sewing machine. Hello, Key Tim. Tim Key, sorry.
T Kim is here.
She is.
Kim T, Oh yeah, she's Kim T here, and she's T Kim there.
Yeah.
Uh, I am late just in time to hear proctology instrument. Yes, you're here
Came
right
in at
on
the right
time. What
time.
is up, Christine?
Hi, Christine.
Hello, Christine. Hi, Kim. Hey, everyone. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. So they're pinned at the top of the chat. There is a link. The show is at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
On Jack's Treasures channel.
Yeah.
I will be doing a pre-show going on about 5 minutes or so early, and then raiding over into Brian. So I'll be definitely talking smack before that,
Or trying to.
before it goes. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and these are just a couple of shirts that are fun, and we just have some absolute fire. Actually, I keep I got from under my kitchen cabinet. I have like a fire extinguisher, one of those like little can thing. I actually got that out. I have to keep it next to the rack of clothing that I have because it is such fire. I'm afraid that it's going to spontaneously combust. And
Yeah.
so,
Mhm.
safety first. I've always said
Oh,
that.
of course. Of
Safety
course.
first.
So you
And
heard it here first, guys. If you buy Ken's shirts, it's going to catch fire and you're not going to get anything. So you know now to buy Jack's Treasures, okay? Because we will take care of the items before we ship.
the one comment the other day when we were doing our show, the best of the best show, when Brian was trash talking about the graphic tee battle, and he said, "Now everybody, you heard that first, that every shirt that Ken has went through his wazoo before." I was talking about having like Loungefly wallets out my wazoo, and I don't even know what the heck that means, but so yeah, hopefully everybody will join us Friday evening. I want to talk about, Brian, have you ever done this is a different topic. Have you ever done a murder mystery like dinner or murder mystery show or anything like that? Not a
Yes.
murder mystery show, a murder mystery. Yes.
Event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. We did one last Saturday, so a few days last weekend at my sister's house, and it was actually, this is about the fourth one that we've done with our family all gets together and does stuff. Well, this was one that was for Christmas. At Christmas time, my sister had given everybody a gift, and it was their invitation to the murder mystery show, or to the murder mystery, not show. I don't know why I keep saying show, to the murder mystery. And you had your character name and stuff. And we did, it was called Murder at the Disco. And so it was 70s disco themed. And it was just a blast. So you say you have done those before?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Were you at
a group of friends got together, and it's the same thing. They sent out a invitation, told you who your character was. And we rented a cabin up in North Georgia, and we had a little murder mystery I don't know, event, I guess you would call it, party. It was fun.
Were you able to guess the murderer?
No, I did not. I was completely off base on my guess.
Susan, yes, have a good afternoon. We will.
Have a great day, Susan. Good luck with your classes. Hopefully they are going well.
Oh, let's see if you can see this. Jill just sent me a picture. I'm gonna enlarge my screen.
Okay. Oh, that is awesome. What is on your head?
Shiny shoes. It is that's a balloon that's behind me. It's like a leather.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
Hat. And I got my shiny silver shoes that I had bought at the yard sale.
I remember that show. You weren't you with
30 shows.
Chris with that?
With Chris Cajun.
Yes.
Yeah, it was I should have loaded that. I didn't think of it. Jill just sent me that picture. But this was the first time that I actually guessed the murderer. So I think, like I say, this is like the fourth one that we did, and I was able to guess the murderer, which turned out to be Jill was the murderer.
I could have guessed that.
Uh and
I would
so
have guessed Jill, not even knowing your family.
Yeah, Ken's Fancy Shoes breaking down a pack and play. Chris, you can't write a better script than that. Uh Me with those shiny shoes on out at the yard sales at the Route 30 sales. And then yeah, Chris and I trying to break down this pack and play. My mom was looking for a pack and play and we opened it up but couldn't get it back down. It was just a fun day. It's like 95 degrees outside. But
Yeah.
so my character on the thing was my character was Don Shaft. That was the name of my character. And Don Shaft was kind of the, this greasy kind of a slime ball, police detective that was like infiltrated with the mob, and he's at the disco, he's trying to find out who did the murder. And so it was just a fun time. Jill's character was Sue Patrooper.
Is it me or did
Sue
he freeze?
Patrooper.
Or am I froze?
I think you're froze.
Okay.
Let's see. Who is
I do apologize
frozen?
for freezing. My internet is not the best internet in the world.
I put in there who is frozen, me or you, just so that we can. I wear my fancy shoes when I shovel snow. Yeah, the snow's about gone here. The reflection will melt the snow. They are fun. So, are you still move around? Are you still froze up, Brian?
I don't. I on my screen I haven't froze yet, but I mean,
There
that's
you are.
why I
You're back.
asked because
I think
you keep freezing on mine, so I don't know if I'm freezing or if you're freezing.
Jill says that your pick is you. Okay,
You want me to go
back.
out of the room and come back in?
Right now, you're back. I think what happens on your connection is as you're on for a little bit, it always starts out good and then it kind of degrades over time. Anyway, so Jill was Sue Patrooper, and she was she was a singer for a group, kind of like if you think of like the people in ABBA, the 70s group, like the ABBA, that was, and
Tracy's
she
favorite.
talked in this Scandinavian accent the whole time. And I was Don Shaft, which is just basically an imitation of my cousin David. If you knew my cousin David, it was just a blast. We had a lot of fun doing that. So shout out to my sister and my family for another great, family event. Doing murder mystery in the chat here. Has anybody else ever done a murder mystery show?
They are fun.
Let's see. Oh wait, oh yeah, this picture has some of the lighting that they had. But here is Jill in her outfit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there we go. It was just a blast. It was fun. And yes, and I won that. ABBA sucks. Ken, I did win Best Detective, so I won Best Detective. Jill won Best Actress, which is like her second or third win on that. I've also won Best Costume a couple of times and Best Actor. Yes, I was wearing my fancy shoes. Done a few assault and battery shows, but no murders. So yeah, this is
I'm
so
curious
Brian,
about the
tell.
Salt and Battery shows, seeing as
Yes,
he runs an axe throwing store.
exactly. So Brian, tell us about what you're coming up, because I need to get out of here in just a little bit. Tell us a little more about what you're thinking on this new podcast that you're going to
Yeah,
have over on Jack's Treasures YouTube channel.
it will be on Jack's Treasures YouTube channel. What it is, it's part of our 30-day challenge that was issued by Reese, Unemployed for a Living podcast. I think you might know that one. We
I've heard of them.
Tracy and I, we don't want to do a side hustle, but this is something that we're doing not necessarily to make $100 in a month, because I don't think we will, but it's we wanted to launch a podcast as just a secondary thing to have a little bit of fun, and also to bring light of live selling. And we are going to talk about the pros and the cons of reselling live. So when I asked Corey, or when I mentioned that Corey is a potential guest, that's true. I would love to have Corey on as a guest, so that he can give his perspective of the live selling platform. I'm going to probably try to have 2 guests on there that might even have 2 different view of the podcast, or live selling, I should say, and let them have a friendly debate about it. It's a great platform of live selling. There's more than just Whatnot too. There's Jamble has a live selling platform. Posh Live has one. Even YouTube has one. eBay has a live selling platform. There are so many live selling platforms out there. And so I want to bring out and talk about what are some of the benefits to the live selling platform, and what are some of the things that it's going through growing pains, if you will. Some of the things you might not want to do about live selling platform. What is it as live selling? Is it a mode to sell for you? Do you have, is it something that you would enjoy doing? Or is it something that, no, it's miserable to do? I don't like being in front of a camera, or whatever it may be. And I think Roman just said that he wants to be invited onto the podcast, even with not fancy shoes. That is not a requirement for our podcast. You are more than welcome, Roman, to have you on the podcast. You could just talk about all your comments. That would be the best.
Yes, exactly.
But that's
Roman's always a great.
Launched. Go ahead.
Wait, he froze. Oh, I thought you froze up. So it will be launched when? Go.
We're going to be launching it in March for sure. I'm trying to do it on the second week of March. Tracy and I may go live to announce everything about it, but I'm still got to work on the internet issue. That's my biggest problem that's holding me back right now. Is the freezing part, and I might be wiring a computer to the router. So we're going to try to solve that problem before we launch, because I don't want the glitchiness. I've already talked about the camera going in and out of focus. I've done some tests with Ken, and I appreciate that so much, Ken. Ken is a great person to reach out to for help in doing these things. Ken and Corey both. And we're lining up guests now, and
I think that it's cool. You know, we kind of talked when you first started to that. Corey says, selling live bait is amazing. Maybe not live selling, but live selling. There's another person. She said Starlink is amazing, but Kim did her first Whatnot show here last week. Just kind of like an introduction show, just to say, hey, here's who I am. You've seen me in the chat, and you know, these are some of the kind of things she's going to sell. So we're been talking about that. But yeah, I love the concept, Brian, of your podcast and the ideas, because a lot of, at least in the circle that we run, most people are that are on YouTube, that are resellers. They're eBay. They sell a lot through eBay, or some of the the Mercaris and the Poshmarks and stuff. um, waiting for my call. I thought we were supposed to have crab legs while we talked, but I don't know. That's just me. Um, the but to kind of take it from that live selling, you know, direction of, again, the pros and cons, and some, because not a lot of people are talking about, because there is a really big divide out there between the eBay, the static sellers, and
Yeah.
the live platform sellers. I won't necessarily just say Whatnot, but the live
Yeah.
platform sellers. And depending on, what shows you watch, and whether or not, I think it will be good to hear it from a perspective of somebody that's actually doing it from a to make money at it, to get new inventory in, move inventory out through live selling, and
Yeah.
not necessarily that it's a show just to pitch your own platform or something
Right.
along those
Right.
lines. So
Or just to pitch
I'm
Whatnot
super
in general.
excited
I
to
mean,
see it.
it is going to be titled Whatnot, another reselling podcast. So it does have the
Yeah.
Whatnot part to it, but that's only because that's the only live selling that I do. I do districts sometimes, but mostly I am on Whatnot.
Haven't heard
So
of
I
it.
can only talk about what I can do. Now I will have people
Yeah.
from others though too. Hopefully, my fingers are crossed that I can actually make it a success.
And you got to get the title. You got to say the title right. You said what? Not another. It's what? Not another reselling
Yes.
podcast,
Yeah.
which I just think
Yeah.
is super creative. Um, and so yeah, that is cool. I'm excited to see it. Go follow Jack's Treasures on YouTube as well as Whatnot.
Yeah.
Just they're fun. He and Tracy, good friends, and um, super excited to support them and see what they're doing, because they are super supportive of everybody in any
Thank you, my friend.
community, whether it's the YouTube, the reselling, the live reselling, whatever, just very supportive. And so I'm going to
Yeah.
jump ahead because I just have a few minutes left about just, I'm not going to go into this whole story because I think people have heard it, but we met at the Nashville meetup last
Yep.
year, and that is coming up at the end of April.
Yep.
Again. Oh, Brian has his you know what? I think mine is here on the desk someplace, but my desk is so damn cluttered.
Yeah. This is I
don't
wear
know.
this every YouTube, every Whatnot show that we do, because this is what really has brought me into the focus of the whole community. And I am blessed to have met Ken and Jill.
Well, I appreciate that. There you go. This is a true statement, has never a truer statement. If you want to feel lazy, go watch how hard Brian and Tracy work.
Thank you,
That
Corey.
is true. They are doing just, yeah, it's always got their hands. Usually I'm surprised that Brian is actually sitting stationary here at home, because usually when we do a live, you see him, he's always out someplace. They travel, they're constantly doing stuff. But traveling soon, the Nashville meet. Oh, I have the Nashville meetup,
Yep.
April 25th through 27th. Shout out to Ray Nashville Flippers for hosting that event, for putting that on, and we will be seeing Brian there. I am super excited about the number of Whatnot sellers that are coming to Nashville, because
Yeah,
last
there's a lot.
year, a lot of those channels that are the YouTube reselling channels, the eBay folks, that was a lot of the folks that were there last year. This year, oh well, and all of them are coming back, and even more.
Yes.
It is probably getting close to 200 like confirmed people now. I know it's almost 150 confirmed people that have filled out the form. Go to the Nashville meetup page on Facebook. If you are coming, let us know, because
Mhm.
the swag bags, they're limiting swag bags to like 150. And so those first 150 people that are signed up will get the swag bag there at the show. So it's going to be, it's going to be fun. It's going to be epic. It's going to be, a super good time, but not as good as, what's
Hey,
up, Carolyn? Very late. Hello, Ken and Jill. And notice she didn't mention you, Brian. She did not mention you.
Thanks for pointing that out, Ken. Appreciate it.
It's yeah, it's just going to be fun. It's going to be a great time, but not as fun as this Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, when
is
I
that
battle
that meetup? The dates?
The April the 25th through the 27th. So a little over what about a couple months? Yeah. We got all of March and pretty much all of April to get through.
We will be there
but
too.
It's going
Jack
to
Treasures will be there. I know Ken
will be there. And you will also be at the Planes to Profit meetup that is at the end of March. So boom, playing your time, folks.
Yeah. There I might be the only whatnot person.
Ken's photo shot is already posted on the buildings in Nashville. Yes, I got a new headshot in the works for all of those that I meet. Man, I'm going to have to get a bunch of those printed this year. New headshots for Nashville this year. Yes, accidentally. I still think that was planned. But anyway, Brian, thank you, my friend. I will see you. Probably talk to you beforehand, but if not, I will see
Friday.
Yeah, what am I? Chopped liver? See you on Friday. And
wait. Hold on. I said I was gonna be in I got it. All right, Corey. Yes, you are a whatnot reseller. But do you want to be known as a whatnot reseller? Because I could start that rumor right now. I mean, I could start that on my channel like tonight. I'll go live and talk about how Grams and Pops is taking over whatnot. I would love to do that.
There, you got your high from Carolyn. You got your high from Carolyn.
Thank you.
So, hey, everybody, have a great Wednesday.
Yes.
And we will see you all Friday. See, Uncle Ken, you say you leave and then you don't. I know she knows me. My niece knows me. I do that. Jill has purchased from Grams and Pops on Whatnot. She has evidence.
Me too.
Okay, Brian, I'll give you the last word and then I'll say something.
Okay. Guys, make sure that you come in and you check out Grams and Pops Vintage. Make sure you check out Unemployed for a Living podcast, which is amazing. If you are even ever thinking about doing a side hustle, check that out. Give them a subscription and a follow. They are
thank you.
Best.
Oh, wait. I'm out of time. But I thought, what's this over your shoulder? Shoulder?
I talked about it. That's the Jack's Treasures. This is our first merch shirt. Rare. It does have Jack up on there's a Jack, our cat, on top of the gold. And it does say Jack is the cat because everybody thinks I'm Jack.
Where can we get one of these?
It might be in the graphic tee battle on Friday, signed by Jack's Treasures.
Okay. So it'll end up being 8-1. 8-1. Final score.
Well, I got to give you at least one shirt. I will say that. I will let you win one shirt.
No. The other way. It'll be 8-1.
No.
If all right. Oh yeah, Jill's. Oh shit.
Illusions of Grandeur.
But that's right. The DOG. All right. I'm out of here, folks. And we'll see you next week. See you Friday. We won't see you next week. We will see you Friday night on Whatnot, Jack's Treasures channel. And enjoy your week, and we'll see you out there.
Peace out.